Please, IG, we have been getting a lot of rubbish from people working in the IG. I will give their names by quote. Chris Mbongam, Bishop John, you people are dirty and you want to stem the IG. We will not trade one bad government for another. Please, IG, remove all those corrupt people at the IG because they're staining your name.
My country people them. As I've said before, the end of Ambazonia armed insurrection is fast approaching. Now listen.
And this is something the Ambazonian people have never wanted. That the revolution become Ambazonians pointing guns on Ambazonians. But now it's becoming a trend that Ambazonians, will give orders to people on the ground to kidnap Ambazonians, to lock up Ambazonians, to assassinate Ambazonians. This is a disgrace to the revolution in which people have given their lives, their souls, their everything for it.
So as you can tell clearly, this man talking is an Ambazonia supporter, and he is saying something that we all already know, that Amba boys are now turning their guns against other Amba boys. We have heard about the Boyo saga. As you remember, Ayabacho was converting many other camps to support him, to be loyal to him, Ayabacho. And the IG responded by sending their own commanders to go and convert ADF camps into IG camps. So that whole saga took place, and General RK was arrested and some weapons were seized from the General RK camp. And now the boys in Boyo that were loyal to General RK and Ayabacho made a video. Wanna listen?
Yeah, this is K29, the interim general under General RK. I want to make this very clear to the Boyo Council and the IG. You are behind the arrest of General RK, and these are his troops. I want you to understand this. We thought you arrest General RK for crimes, but it was not for crimes. It is because of power. You want to take over power. And let me borrow from Wiba. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. We are going to resist the interim government and the Boyo Council. If you want us to fight back in the house, we'll do it. Anyway, we are giving you 73 hours. And within the 73 hours, if RK is not released to take back his command, then you will know the second phase of this war. You are acting exactly like the colonial forces. Look at them. Where are their arms? I would like to end here.
So the writing is on the wall. This is a good thing because we need to end this madness of Amba boys carrying guns and getting killed every single day. This is a grave mistake if we think that we're going to gain independence by killing ourselves and destroying our own properties in the Anglophone zone. Ambazonia was a pipe dream. As I have said before, the peaceful revolution was hijacked by the charlatans abroad, and they are manipulating our brothers on ground zero to carry guns and get killed every day. And the revolution is now dying even faster than I predicted. The situation is so bad that they are now pointing their own guns at each other. This is Eric Tato in October 2018 talking about the infighting. Wanna listen?
There is no infighting. No, please. May I explain on for now? Infighting means we even fight because we consider we be brothers and they want to solve that problem. There is fighting on two fronts. The ADF is an enemy to the revolution, so it's no longer infighting because already now before Washington DC will get infighting. Don't get confused. Now we get an enemy already. We now clean ADF, and then we get La Republique. Those are the two people we are fighting. Because look at from Allah, Sokadef, even Dr. Kwanga don't come for live shoka complain about Ayaba before they go make Magu because it's already bad. It come for live shoka complain about Ayaba Cho, how you don't go attack Sokadef for Mato. Una be here, na me talk. Una be here. Red Jag on the campaign for the BLM, you get 50 soldiers, you take 2, 3 for go cause havoc. Let it be clear. We don't get nothing again about cooperation or collaboration with AGC. Now group of the people. Most of the girls they for AGC are prostitutes. They need work, they need do nothing. They just move around Maryland and some states of America. They disturb. Now criminals. So I need the fear for tell them with their faces. Talk about those who are stealing. I can say it authoritatively that Tapang, you stole Dr. Fontaine's money. You stole money for Red Dragons. You stole money for refugees in Boston. I can say it anytime because those are facts that people can see. I'll be the only activist who don't fight for do all way meaning as a unite. But I don't see and say no way, not the way they not ever unite. So me be clear, not call my phone. I tell somebody yesterday, say for me, my first enemy before the Republic, na AGC and ADF. It's very clear.
So that was in October. Now, this is El Tato, Wata don pass Garri in November 2018. Wanna listen?
Keep your differences aside. This revolution is trying to collapse because people have put their egos above the people of Ambazonia. We can't continue like this. We can't. There are people who have dollars in millions, in thousands, and they want to put it in this revolution, but they can't because of the acute disunity. But we can fight, you know, because see, let me tell you guys something. You need to see the number of people that they kill, and if you think that you can fight your brothers all the time, we can't fight ourselves anymore. You know, we have reached the apex, and let's fight as a team. Let's fight as brothers. Let's keep ourselves together. You know, because you know we look at the random of using come and kill, and some people want to blame other people. You can't blame nobody. You have to blame. They say pro causa non causa. The cause and effect. The cause was indiscipline, and because somebody betrayed them. But if you're disciplined, you can't go. They said, let's fight as a team. You know, 10,000 people. We stay in diaspora, and because all the problems and people are dying on the ground, and you know, we're interested in posting their pictures and trying to get them. You know, there is no fame in this thing. It's only about people who are dying, and you can't put yourselves in a position where you're trying to always want to be the best. No, we have all made mistakes, and I read from Siseko, and yesterday I was just saying, oh, I was going to keep this because it was important. I've had a lot of people have attacked me and all of those things, but it doesn't matter anymore. We can continuously fight. We can. You know, you can fight. You can fight in this manner because you think, oh no, every time it's about A, it's about B. No, it's not more about that. It's about your commitment. It's about what Siseko is saying, because that man is in the dungeon. You know what I mean, right? So there is no way we can. I'm not crying because I'm weak, because I'm really very touched by what I read from this young man. You know, that's a man who has lost everything, and people keep fighting. The politics keeps going on. I cannot get involved in all of this kind of fight, because the fighting is too much. It's too much, and I've stayed back and I've looked and I said, no, I'm not going to get involved anymore with all of these things, because it's not helping nobody. It's not helping nobody. So, you know, because this very serious issue. Every day they're killing people, and we can't continuously fight. I'm telling you the truth. You know, think about those people in jail. Why? Everybody's looking for something to blame somebody when they're killing people, you know. And I said that, no, all of us, we are weak. We're going to die someday, but let's die for the right reason. We can die. We can die while we're trying to fight for our land. Everybody's trying to fight everybody while some people are in jail, you know. You know, we only see as much as we can see for those that are killed. But you can fight yourself every time. So these things must stop. You know, we all need to take a break. We need to stop posting videos and all these things that don't help the movement. You know, because there's a lot that's going on. People, you know, that we try to, we try to destroy us. Let's leave politics out of this. Let's concentrate on the things that really work, because if you think that you can continuously condemn another person because you want to be good, and all these politics don't help. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. We have had our relatives have been killed. I've lost my brothers, my cousins, my friends, and look at the time. Next month is Christmas, and people will be in the bushes. We have to understand. But I can tell you that someday I might cry again, but these tears are tears of victory, because the year is going to be finished once we come together. And we must understand that this is the time, this is the moment. And nobody should think that, we have a lot of people who are conspirators. They don't care about you and I. They don't care about nothing. We don't want to get to that point. I've said, to me, I don't have no problems with nobody no more. I want to look at the bigger goal. I want to concentrate to see how we can push this thing ahead. And we need everybody. We need everybody. Thank you.
So you see, now Eric Tato is taking a somber tone because things are not going well at all. You can hear for yourselves. Eric Tato now apologizing to all those who he was insulting, calling people prostitutes, calling Tapang a thief, and all those other insults when he was beating his chest in October. And now, because Wata don't pass Garri, Eric Tato is actually on Facebook. He is crying and he is apologizing because he knows that things are going terribly wrong, because of the infighting is not going to deliver any positive result for their so-called Ambazonia. My country people them, Wata don't pass Garri for Ambazonia indeed.
Tapang Tanku, you my brother. I must tell you, I'm sorry. I'll still tell you again from my heart. But I've said that I'll keep on preaching love to you henceforth. This revolution is in stages. The first stage is past. The second stage is past. And this is another stage. This is a stage of reconciliation.
All these are obvious internal issues within the Ambazonia movement that give me the reason to conclude that the Ambazonia Republic, which exists on Facebook, is collapsing on its own. And that is my assessment of the current issues with Ambazonia Infighting. Feel free to agree or to disagree with my commentary, but leave your comments below. Mon Amiyaka.